Kentucky. Welcome back. Time for a game of Fill in the Blank. We have help today from Carrie Thayer with the Hope Center of Lexington. Carrie, thank you so much for being here. What is up first?
Thank you for having me. There are troubling headlines involving Kentucky education. A recent study released by ACT says test scores here are on the decline. Meanwhile, our schools have failed to make progress over the last decade in critical areas of 4th and 8th grade reading and mathematics on a national test. These developments are what?
They're sad, but not surprising, Les. I think we can consistently hear that we're, not the greatest state for education.
Yeah, I would say troubling. Like at some point we have to change what we're doing. We keep repeating the same things we've always done and keep getting the same results. We had major reforms in 1990 that improved things. Maybe we should consider doing so again.
That's called insanity, I believe.
Yeah.
All right. Carrie, what's next?
This week, Governor Bevin followed through on a plan to meet with Kentucky teacher and education activists who had been protesting him during an appearance in Boyd County last month. This update is what?
Well, good for him. I don't know that it does much in the way of getting teachers back on his side.
No, but it's encouraging. This is what the government process is supposed to be like. Instead of just yelling at people all the time, sit down, have a conversation, find some areas where you can have some agreement, and hopefully find some policy that helps Kentuckians.
The yelling thing, I think, is still going to happen. All right, Carrie, what's next?
Right. Senate candidate Amy McGrath is back in the news. She appeared on Late Night with Seth Meyers this week. Meanwhile, President Trump joked that after helping Andy Barr defeat her in a 2018 House race, he might have to do the same for Mitch McConnell in 2020. These headlines are what?
Well, I don't even know if Donald Trump would have to help in this. I think Mitch McConnell would probably still beat Amy McGrath.
Yeah, I mean, certainly the data suggests that that's the case, but I find this to be hilarious. It's, I think, the wrong strategy for her to kind of nationalize the race when she's having trouble right here in Kentucky.
Yeah, and she has taken it to a real national spectrum.
Yeah, she announced on national television.
I did like the Krusty the Clown reference.
That's good reference.
All right, Carrie, what's next?
We've learned that the state's bourbon production flowed at a record pace last year, creating enough inventory for 2 barrels per every Kentuckian. Mary Jo and Les, this statistic is what?
Well, I feel bad for the ones who only have 1 when I take my 3 to average out.
Well, I'm going to go with outstanding because
Yes.
This is one of the coolest facts. We use it all the time about how many barrels we have aging, and now we could say we have 2 for 1. That's amazing. Any other state, they can't compare.
Right. Now we just need like a whole bunch of Coke.
Yeah.
And
A little mixer.
Coca-Cola.
A little mixer.
For a mixer, yes. All right, Carrie, what's next?
Churchill Downs has announced a $30 million renovation project that includes a hotel and gaming facility at the track. This plan is what?
Well, I think it's really cool. I mean, I think Churchill Downs needs something like this.
Can you imagine getting to watch the Derby from your hotel balcony? I mean, that is awesome.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a great development, not just for the Derby, but for racing in general. They keep doing more money or doing things to put more money back into horse racing, and that's great for everybody.
I do think it's cool.